Yeah, the one thing that was interesting about the sort of this NHTSA, I'll give it a recall quote on quotes because it was just a software update. It's going to be
Yeah.
solvable,
Yeah.
extremely
So it's yeah,
easy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it was funny because the notes they were using for the recall, it's like, okay, so that's literally how every person drives. It's like
Of course.
it was so funny, but it makes sense. The humans driving the system, so we should recall. Anyway, but I do wonder. That was encouraging for me to see because it does seem like at least NHTSA. One of the fears people have is that well, NHTSA is going to be too heavy-handed. They're going to be too restrictive. They're going to be too. They're going to slow down Tesla's progress. This thing's not going to come to fruition
I
quickly. But
yeah.
it seems like it's the opposite.
I'm not in that camp. Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be very reasonable, and because if what they would have done if it really was in their eyes dangerous, wouldn't it have shut it down by now, or like been a lot more tough to work with?
It goes back to like conspiracy theorists, like maybe smoke and
Me.
mirror. Like okay, somewhere. But you see, what I'm saying like there's somewhere like in between. I think we're starting to get maybe more in the middle, which I think is a positive.
Great. That's a great way of thinking about it,
But
actually.
but also just like let's just say like Coinbase. Okay, I'm just giving an example. For that stock to work, you need more regulators to be involved. That ultimately gives investors more comfort, especially to them moving forward. I feel like it's the same thing with FSD.
Makes sense. So it's kind of like the closer we get to where regulators and Tesla and the investing community are all kind of on the same page, and they can all see the forest from the trees and where this is eventually going. This is what's truly going to allow the not the software to just be completed, but for investors to be able to give a proper valuation to the business.
But it's almost like with all these things, like when Musk got shunned at the White House invite, and
Yeah,
you now want to see Musk more collaborating with the administration